Hello, welcome to JoJo's Homemaker and Lifestyle. Now, Mother's Day will have been and gone when you watch this, but it's Mother's Day today. So, I've invited my mum round for dinner, and also the boys are going to be here as well, and the grandchildren. I don't want to be slogging over the stove all day long, so I thought I would prepare dinner now so that we've got a bit of an easy day tomorrow. So what I'm going to be making today is, first of all, I'm going to be doing that, using that, which is mango pulp. Now, I bought this from Aldi, and it was £2 something for that big tin, and I thought, oh, and I love mango, so I thought I would make a mango cheesecake for dessert, which I'm going to do today. And I thought I could also prepare the cauliflower and broccoli cheese, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And also I'll be making a chicken and mushroom and leek pie, so I thought I would do that with you today as well. It's a pie with a bit of a difference. It's not actually going to have a pie base. What I'm going to do is do the pie filling, put that in a dish so I can pop it in the oven to warm tomorrow, and then I was going to make my pastry, but I'm not now. I've got some filo pastry in the freezer. I'm going to take that out in a minute, let that defrost, and then tomorrow I'll just cut it into portions, cook it, and then put each pastry top on top of the portion of filling. So it's not exactly a pie, but sort of. Well, anyway, that's what I'm doing today. So it's going to be quite a busy day today, so I hope you enjoy this vlog. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and put those thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. And I think now we're going to start by making the base for the cheesecake, which I'm going to do in this. It's quite a big one, but there is quite a few of us. So yeah, I'm going to start by doing the base. Once the base is done in the fridge, I can then prepare the cauliflower cheese. Then we can do the filling for the pie, and then we can do the topping or the main bit of the cheesecake after that, once this is set. So let's get cracking. Now, I should really write down what I've got to do and cross it off as I've done it, but I've got it up here, so I should cross it off up there as I do it. So I think, right, we need biscuits first of all. I've got 8 ounces of digestive biscuits, which I'm going to crush with my rolling pin, and I've got 4 ounces of butter there, which I'm going to melt in the microwave in a minute. Once that's melted, these are crushed. You just mix it all in together. It's pretty easy. But this, I always, when I'm crushing biscuits, I always use the end of my rolling pin, because it makes it just really easy, really. I could do it in just blitz it, but then it might be too fine, which you don't want it too fine. Go. So that needs now to go in the fridge. So that's it in the fridge, all done. Now we just need to get on with doing the cauliflower cheese, because that can be going on, and then I just need to make a cheese sauce to go over the top of that, and then that can go in the fridge as well once that's done. So let's chop this cauliflower up. Now I do like the green leaves. I do tend to do some of the leaves with it as well. The nice ones, the inside ones anyway. Right, there we go. So I'm going to steam the vegetables, not totally, so that I don't want them soft, I want them like al dente. So I'm going to place them in here, stalks down. So that's the cauliflower arranged in there, and now I've just got to do the broccoli for the top, ready to go on. I'm just boiling the kettle. But I will leave some vegetables out for Ade and Colin because they don't like cauliflower cheese, and I'm not sure if Aubrey does or not, so I'll leave some out for her as well. Everybody else likes it. So just put that in here again, stalks down so they cook first. That is the broccoli, so that is going to be really nice. I just need to cook that. Like I say, I'm doing that a bit later. I'm going to do this first and then we can pop the broccoli on top. I've just put the cauliflower on to boil. I'm going to give that 6 minutes and then I'll pop the broccoli on for another 5 minutes and then that will be done, because you have to bear in mind it is going in the oven as well with the cheese on tomorrow. So now for the cauliflower cheese, for the cheese sauce. I'm going to do about a good 2 teaspoons of corn flour. To that, maybe a bit more. There we go. A bit more in there. And then I'm going to need the whisk. And then I can add the milk. It's ever so easy. This is just a basic white sauce, which you can use for lots of things. You can add things to it for other dishes. If you're doing a chicken dish, you could add a little bit of Dijon mustard to it, make a lovely mustard sauce, or some peppercorns to make a nice pepper sauce. But this is going to have some cheese added to it to make a cheese sauce, and maybe a little tiny bit of mustard as well. So that's all you do. I've put 2 good, well probably 3 actually, good teaspoons of corn flour, and there's about 2 cups of milk in there, 500 ml-ish. And then you're going to put that in the microwave, keep your eye on it, keep stirring it. If it thickens too much, you just add more milk, and it's as simple as that. Now again, as I said, I'm wanting tomorrow to be as easy as possible, which means if there's a lot of prep to do today, I don't want to be doing it all day long either, so I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. I've even bought grated cheese already, so I've not got to grate it. It is just Morrison Savers grated cheese, so it didn't break the bank. I wouldn't normally do that, but we're going for ease today. So that milk bottle's done with. Let me just open another milk. Once this sauce starts thickening, I will add a little bit of butter to it as well. And this can go in the recycling in a second. Just put it there for now. Now I'm going to go back over there, just give the sauce a bit of a stir. And put this over here. And I'll just get a bit of butter as well. I've just put the butter in. I'm giving it a little stir. It's not thickening yet. It's not even warmed up enough yet to thicken. So I'll just keep giving it a stir so that it doesn't go lumpy. Because if you're not careful, it will go lumpy. Now, there's 45 seconds left for the broccoli to go on, so I'm just going to go get that now and put that on. There we go. And now I've just reset the timer for another 5 minutes. So the broccoli's on, the cauliflower's doing its thing. So yeah, once that's done, it can come off, go in a bowl, and then you pour the cheese sauce over the top once that's done. There's another stir. Okay. And once we've done this, we can do the chicken pie. So anyway, this mango puree, I wasn't sure what to do with it. but I just love mango, and I just thought it'd be really nice to try something different. So as I say, I'm doing this mango cheesecake, which I'm sure will be lovely. But if you've got any ideas what to do with mango pulp, please put in the comment below. I'd love to hear what you would do with it, and I'd love to possibly try something that you would do with it. So yeah, that would be lovely, because there will be some mango left. I'm quite sure I won't use the whole tin, so maybe I could do something else with what's left. There we go. So that's it. That's perfect. That's lovely. So I'm going to put some salt in and some pepper. Give that a little mix, and then I can add the cheese. There's 2 minutes left. Well, 1 minute 28 on the broccoli. And the cheese. Pour that in. There we go. Lovely. And I am going to put just a little tiny bit of mustard in. Not much, just a little bit. About that much, 1/4 teaspoon. There we go. And that will be a lovely cheese sauce. There we go. That, oh dear, I think it's got mozzarella in. Grated mixed cheeses, yeah, it has. Oh, I hope that's going to be alright. You don't normally put mozzarella in it. That's definitely got mozzarella in it. That's not the consistency I really wanted. Now, I've made a bit of a boob because, and it doesn't say on it, just says mixed cheese. It doesn't say what sort of cheese, and it's obviously got a lot of mozzarella in, and it's not supposed to be like that, which is just like melted mozzarella. It's not supposed to be like that, but it is what it is. Done it now. It will be nice. It does taste nice, but it's not quite the consistency it's really supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like that, but we're going with it because we've done it now, and that's it. I'm going to put the broccoli over here, and then we'll do the cauliflower first. And I have left some for Colin and Ade, and then we can put the rest, some broccoli in here. In fact, let me just take some out for them, and maybe for Aubrey as well. There. So there's quite a lot there. It's for them. And then the rest of this can go in here. That's it. So now we'll take this over here, and then this cheese sauce can go over the top of it. Like so. Now that isn't how it should be. Now the fact that I've just done this on blooming YouTube, jeez, don't go copying, don't use this cheese. I can't believe it didn't say, it said mixed cheese. I didn't expect it to have mozzarella in. Not this amount anyway. Never mind. Now, because there's such a high content of mozzarella in there, which I wasn't expecting, I'm going to cover it in some cheddar. Because that will be nice. And then, once it's in the oven and melt, it will melt more, and it will melt in the broccoli. I'm quite sure it will be lovely. There. So there we go. And that is the cauliflower cheese. So when I'm doing so much baking and cooking, I like to keep on top of everything, because otherwise your kitchen can just become a huge mess. So I just want to tidy up now, and then we can get on to the chicken pie. So I sliced the leeks and mushrooms, and now I've popped them in a pan just to saute in a little bit of olive oil and butter. So they're doing their thing. Once they're softened, I shall transfer them to a dish, and then I can do the cook the chicken before adding it all back in. And that's the pastry I've just took out the freezer, which is just roll puff pastry sheet, and I shall cut that into sections, probably into 6, and then pop that on top of the filling when I dish it up tomorrow. So it'll be pretty easy to do, really. It's nice, it'll be really nice. So I'm going to leave that out to defrost. So they are fine, so I can switch that off. Put these in here, like so. That's it. And then I'll use the same pan to fry the chicken in. So that's them there, look, and they'll be ready to pop back in once the chicken's cooked. Alright then, let's pop this in here. So then you want to brown the chicken till it's almost cooked through, and then you need to add the rest of that. And then I've just chopped up a few more mushrooms just to add as well, because I'm not sure there's enough there. So now I can get the recipe up for the cheesecake, because the base should be alright now, ready to do. So I'm going to need my mixer for that, and that's a little bit more in depth because I'm going to have to follow a recipe off my phone, because I've never made it before, and like I say, the recipe is on the phone, so I will have to follow the recipe for that. But and also what I've got, which I needed, just 1 second, is it recommended putting some gelatin in the mango just to help it set a little bit on the top. So that's what I'm going to do. Not a lot, because you don't want it rubbery, but I will put a little bit of that in. So we will crack on with that. I'm thinking maybe it would be the best idea to finish the pie first, so that I'm not distracted. Do one thing at a time. So yeah, I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to concentrate on the pie, get that done, and then that's another thing completely out of the way. Then we can do the pie. Stop trying to multitask, Joanne. It doesn't work. Now, when I do a chicken pie, I always put this in Campbell's mushroom soup. It's condensed soup, and they make lovely pies. I thought I'd got the chicken one, but I bought the mushroom by mistake. But it's okay, because it's a chicken and mushroom pie, so it'll be fine. And I have used it before, and it's lovely in pies. So this chicken is cooking nicely. I'm just going to season it with a bit of pepper as well, and a pinch of salt. Oh no, I'm not actually. No, I'll stop there, because this soup has actually got quite a bit of salt in it, so no, I'm not going to put any salt in it as well. Just put the mushrooms in as well, and then I can put the rest of this in. There we go. And then just put this in, and I'm going to put 2 of these in, and that's 2. There we go. That doesn't want any more sauce in. It's got enough in as it is, so that's absolutely fine as it is. So that is the mushroom pie done. All I've got to do tomorrow is do the sheet for the top of it, which I know it's not really a pie, is it, unless you put it in a pie, but this is my pie. So I'm just going to do like I say, the pastry sheet. I shall divide it into 6, cook it tomorrow, and then I shall dish this up whether in dishes or on the plate, and just pop a pastry, little pastry thing on the top of the pie, and then we'll serve it with all the vegetables that I'm going to be doing. But that is the chicken pie. Let me show you. It's lovely. There you go. And it smells lovely, and I have just had a taste and it tastes lovely as well. I'm just going to pop this in here. There we go. And then tomorrow I'll just pop that in the oven to reheat, cover it over with some foil and reheat it. So I've got 200 ml of cream in here, and I'm going to beat that now. Then I need 300 grams of cream cheese. Well, there is 280 grams in here, that's fine. So I'll pop that in a minute, and then I will want half a cup of mango pulp, 80 grams of icing sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So let me get that. There we go. And I just want 1 teaspoon of that. So teaspoon there. And then I will want half a cup of mango pulp. So let's get that, half a cup, there we go. So that is everything. And then once that's set, which will probably be this afternoon, we can then make the topping, and but that can't really go on until the actual thing's set. So let's get cracking and do this. So first of all, I'm going to give this cream a good whip until it's quite firm. So now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract to the cream cheese. That, and the mango. There we go. And then we just give that a mix together like so. In fact, I'm going to put it back in the put the whisk back on it, I think, and whisk. And that looks absolutely delicious. That is ready now for the topping to go on, so we can do that now. And then it will just go in the fridge to set. It's a very quick and easy dessert actually, and it's very, very tasty. It's not too sweet. I thought it might be with all that sugar in, but it's not actually. It's lovely. Right. It is going to be a thick cheesecake, I must say, but I don't think that matters. But if I'd have done it in a bigger tin, it would have been too thin then. There we go. Right. Just take a spoon. Right then, so let's just do this round like this. And I've got some kumquats to decorate it with. I bought them yesterday from Morrison's. I'm surprised I could get them. I didn't know I'd be able to get them, but I did, so that'll be lovely as well on the top. Perfect. So that just wants to now go in the fridge to set, and then we'll be ready for the top. Right, so the cheesecake is in the fridge setting. I've just prepared, let me show you. I've just prepared the parsnips and the carrots for tomorrow. The cauliflower broccoli cheese is done there, and then Ade and Collins is underneath. That's the filling for the pie. I've just prepared those, we're having those tonight. And then that's the rest of the mango pulp. I only actually need another cup of it, so I'm going to have to do something with it tomorrow with the rest. It's quite a lot there. And I've got a sheet of gelatin there soaking. That needs 5 minutes. And then once that's done, I'm going to put a little bit of mango pulp in a saucepan to warm up, and then I can put that in and dissolve it. I've got a little whisk here that I can use to whisk it in, because that needs to dissolve in some mango pulp. And then once that's dissolved, I can stir it into some more mango pulp and then put it over the top of the cheesecake once that's set. So I'm just going to get a little saucepan. So I'll do it in that little one there. So let's just measure some out. So I need around a cup of mango. So there we go. And I'm just going to put a little bit in there, not a lot. There we go. So I've only got a little bit in there. I'm going to heat that up now. And then once this is had 5 minutes, so it's nice and floppy, get in there, then I can dissolve that in the pulp and then add the rest of this to it. And potatoes, I'm just going to do some little roast potatoes with dinner tomorrow. I can do them in the air fryer, and then that's it, we'll be done. So yeah, that'll be lovely, really looking forward to it. So that's that done. Tonight we're just going to have, I think, roast chicken and roast vegetables tonight. I've just got to think what I'm going to do with the rest of this mango pulp. Not quite sure. You can freeze it actually. It did say you can freeze it, so I might even possibly put it in bags and freeze it in 3 bags, because there's about half a tin left. So this is warmed up now, and I'm going to switch the heat off, and then I'm going to pop this in here now. There we go, just like that. And then give it a whisk. And that's it, it's melted already. So now I'm just going to pour the rest of that in here, like so. And then give that a good stir. So it won't set, but it will make it not quite as runny when it's on top of the cheesecake, which is what I want. The gelatine, obviously I had to warm a bit of the mango up for the gelatine to dissolve. So I can hold it, it's not warm, it's just very lukewarm. But if I let it go too cold, the gelatine will start to set. But you don't want it too warm when you're putting it on top of the cheesecake, because it will melt the cheesecake. But I think that's just a perfect temperature. It's just very, very lukewarm, and it is starting to thicken slightly. So I am going to pour it on now. So there's the cheesecake. So let's pour this over the top. There we go. And then I'm going to pop this straight in the fridge so it starts chilling straight away. There, that's lovely. So I'm going to put that in the fridge. That's all done. And we're all ready now. I've just got a few more vegetables to chop up for tonight's tea. But really, today's vlog was about making the chicken pie, cauliflower cheese, and the cheesecake, which I've done. So I will show you it complete tomorrow. And in the meantime, I'm going to go set the table and yeah, just prepare a few more veg for tonight and get the chicken in the oven, because we're having roast chicken for tea. So there you go. I'll be with you shortly when this cheesecake's ready to decorate. So it is Mother's Day today. Obviously Mother's Day will have been and gone. So I'm going to get that dessert out the fridge now, and we're going to decorate it. Now then, I'm not looking forward to doing this particularly. Might be able to do it actually. Might be able to do it. Yep, I think I can if I'm very, very careful. Yes, it's coming off really easily actually. Going to open them up like so, put them like that, and then on over here like so. And then I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to put 3 in the middle here, like so. That's it. There. That is a mango cheesecake, and I think that looks pretty nice. It might look a little bit busy, I'm not sure. What do you think? But I'm quite sure it's going to taste absolutely amazing, because oh my word, it looks divine. So that is the vlog for today. I am really pleased with that. Never made it before, so it is the first time, but I think it looks pretty spectacular. So yeah, a lovely dessert for Mother's Day, so looking forward to that. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you all had a lovely day, whether you're mothers or not mothers. I hope you had a lovely day, and thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next vlog. See you next week. Bye.